Okay, I'm trying to get myself live again. Says I'm good on Twitch. It didn't say the stream stopped on my end, but it said that I had a 0 bit rate and no stream strength. So, okay. My break is done. I'm back. Everything appears to be live again. So, let's get back into it. Weather report, clear and sunny. The spirits are somewhat annoyed today. Here's Shane. Hey. Oh man, how do I say this? I'm really sorry about what happened at the cliffs. That was embarrassing. I'm glad I can say I'm glad I was there to help. You need a serious wake-up call, or I'm just happy you're still here. I'm gonna say I'm just happy you're still here. Wow, was that serious, huh? I can hardly remember. I decided I want to see a therapist. Harvey got me in touch with a colleague of his. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you for taking care of me, and I want you to know that I'm going to take things a little more seriously from now on. I don't want to be a burden on anyone. Such an email. Thanks again for coming by Art Sale. It was such a success. I sold nearly all of my sculptures and everyone was so positive and encouraging. I hope to see you again soon. Picked up this recipe overseas. Enjoy. I want to say thanks for making me feel welcome. Kent gives me the recipe for crispy bass, and Gus sent me pancakes. I'll give those to Jody. Make it feel tappy and safe. Alright, we got broken glasses and driftwood to recycle. I did get the double on the periwinkle, which means I can still make 3 sashimi, even though I only got 2 fish. I gave Demetrius a gift this week. What did I give him? I don't remember. Yeah, that's fine. There's a panning spot in my pond here. That's 7 copper ore out of it. And oak resin day. I just heard another panning spot pop up, but I'm on my way off of the farm today. I will check the traveling cart. Halibut, pickles, dandelion, herring, gold bar, tiger trout, hot pepper, milk, iridium ore, hardwood, topiary tree, and rare seed. Hot pepper is kind of tempting because George has a quest for it, but at the same time, I think that I will reach level 10 combat in time for me to grow hot peppers, and that will cost a heck of a lot less than buying it for the traveling cart right there for 900. Because it's still a little early for me to find people to talk to and gift. I will pop down here and look for spring onions. There's a big spot there. I'll show you with UI info suite a iridium quality one now sells for 80. There's also one right down by the sewers. There's a part of me that wants to go to the sewers today. On Fridays, Krobus sells an iridium sprinkler, which covers a 5x5 area around it. So essentially 24 crops. But at the same time, it's 10,000 G. I just remembered, it's been about a year since you adopted Schrodinger. I bet you two have grown really close by now. We have. Schrodinger loved me a while ago. Here's Penny's 8-heart event. Oh, Patrick, it's perfect timing that you showed up. I brought the children on a little field trip into the countryside. You know all about life in the country, right? So I was thinking, could you be my guest speaker today? I'd love to, sure, or no, I can't stand kids. I'd love to. Good, or just call the children over. Jazz, Vincent, may I have your attention, please? I have a very special guest here to talk to you today. Our very own local farmer, Patrick. He has first-hand experience living in the countryside, so he knows all about the values of natural resources. Can anyone tell me what a natural resource is? Jazz? A natural resource is a material source of wealth that occurs in a natural state and has economic value. Sure, kid. Sure. Very good. That's worth 2 star points, Jazz. Yes. Okay, now let's give Patrick our full attention. Well, I haven't done a lick of farming on this save file, so it would feel wrong to say country life is all about farming. Country life is all about gathering from the wild. This valley is chock full of precious minerals. The water around here is teeming with fresh seafood. You'll find no better lumber south of Grampleton. I'm gonna say water around here is teeming with fresh seafood. Yes, Vincent? Mr. Patrick, are you going to marry Miss Penny? Vincent, that's not an appropriate question. Behave yourself or I'll take away all your star points for the day. Well, that's probably enough for today. You two run along and play. If you talk about growing vegetables, yes, if he eats your vegetables, he will grow up strong like his brother Sam. Because you saw him lifting Penny into a tree. It's a lot of work to take care of these kids, but I don't really mind. I enjoy seeing them learn, and hopefully I can help them grow up to be good people. Would you ever want to be a parent, Patrick? You can say, I haven't really thought about it. Absolutely, I want a big family. I guess so, it's a natural urge. No, I don't think I'd be good at it. No, the world's crowded enough already. Or, no, I don't want to be tied down with family. I'm going to say I guess so. It's a natural urge. Yes, the urge to care for something innocent and helpless. It makes sense that we'd feel that. Well, I'm glad you showed up, Patrick. I think the kids had a great time. Until you threatened to take away the star points, sure. I don't know if I'm gonna marry Penny. I'm keeping it fairly open. Until someone comes into the chat and says they have a very strong opinion. Shares it with me. Been doing aerobics class with the ladies every week. Recently someone new joined the class, but he made us all swear we wouldn't reveal his identity. It's okay, I already know. Oh, you're such sweet. I really love this. If I'm gonna get a loved gift for someone in the mail, I may as well give it to him. Some bread, broken CD, another panning spot, copper ore, and a fire quartz. My apologies for the other day. I don't want any special treatment. I just want to be a normal person like everyone else. Have I already given Pierre 2 gifts this week, or was it only one? Harvey needs sunfish to rub on his sore gums. Okay. Can we fact check the medical accuracy of Harvey on that one? What effect exactly would rubbing sunfish on your gums have? In any case, it is not yet noon on this Friday. So let's put some things away. Clay and stone and oak resin. Put the dandelion in there. I got a broken CD and broken glass for more refined quartz. Straight up sell the spring onions. I will put the mystery boxes in there as well. I will pull out slime and bat wings for another monster musk. Anyway, let's actually use the monster musk before I go into the... It'll probably just make me find more slime and bats, but if I'm lucky, I'll work on the sprites too. The sprite managed to get off of the wooden area before I was able to take it out, so it was able to drop a ladder. If he had still been on the wood, that is not an eligible space. Nothing on this floor. The monster musk is really working well for me today. I'm having entire floors without any enemies at all. I mean, I have no trouble with doing plenty of slimes and bats, because, you know, I need... Yes, I stopped the... I didn't appear to be live. It said I was still streaming, but I actually clicked to stop it and restarted. So hopefully everything is good now. I'm okay with getting more slimes and bats because I'll need slime and bat wings to make further monster buffs. But my hope is still to get like 50 dust sprites every floor. This is a special slime, so it has more health, does more damage, and will drop something nice. In this case, an iron edge, which is not fantastic, but it's something. I just got a glow ring from a regular enemy, and a magnet ring from the other special slime. I haven't done anything to get better rings yet, but the regular magnet ring is still better than the small one. That iron edge doesn't have any particular buffs on it, so I don't see a need to use it. Got an enchanted weapon anyway. Finding plenty of special slimes too, as indicated by the star above their head. That one gave me another iron edge. If I have to, I'll trash the weapons, but if I happen to go over to the Adventurers Guild at some point, I can sell them for full price. I got Dwarf Scroll 4, that's a new one. This Iron Edge also does not have a special enchantment on it. Passive or otherwise. It's exactly the same as the other. Taking plenty of damage from that one dust sprite. It's like 5 hits to take out a ghost. That's why I want a stronger weapon. One enemy on this big floor. Here's an infested floor, which are also more common with Monster Musk. Unfortunately, it's the floor that only has slimes and the occasional bat. I prefer an infested floor that can spawn dust sprites, of course. And given the amount of time it will take me to kill all these slimes, I'm not going to come to floor 54 again today. No matter how many times I reset the floors, that floor 54 is infested today, it will always be infested. We got the big slime and all the small slimes that can spawn because of it. This room is just filled with slime. I was thinking maybe go sell my iridium edges, or iron edges. If they were made of iridium, I'd keep them. Oh, I got Dwarf Scroll 2 as well. So I got both of the remaining Dwarf Scrolls I needed today. Well, even if I don't get as many enemies killed as I was hoping, having gotten both of those Dwarf Scrolls definitely makes it worth it. I am going to pop up now that I've cleared that floor though. So I can sell the Iron Edge for its full price. I don't think I can reach that one even if I think if it was upgraded more, maybe I could reach, but still not guaranteed. So I'll sell the Iron Edges. I'll sell the extra glow and small magnet ring as well. I don't need them. We're up to 287 dust sprites, so well past half. We are also more than halfway there on bats now, and we've gotten slimes up to past a quarter of the way done. I had finished off the skeletons. I haven't fought any cave insects because they're not as deep in the mines. I killed a couple of void spirits, but not too many. Alright, we were able to sell some iron edges and check my numbers. I do still have time. I will go to 55. And if I'm lucky, maybe I'll get up to, I don't know, I think if I got up to 300 dust sprites today, I would be satisfied with my progress. Like I said, on the count of the Dwarf Scrolls, it's still a good day overall in the mines. slime infested floor was not my favorite thing today. Ah, here we go. This is the kind of floor I like to see. The sprites everywhere. A floor like this can technically happen even without the monster musk. The sprites can spawn in massive numbers. I still have almost 3 minutes left on the monster musk, which means that it will not run out before I'm done. Sometimes when you start a day with monster musk too early, it will run out before your day is done. But I've never used more than one monster musk in a day. One does run out during the course of it. I can just wish ghosts had a monster slayer goal tied to them. They don't count towards spirits or anything. Void spirits, that is. The only time you really need to kill ghosts is when you're going for the ectoplasm quest for the wizard. It's unlikely that I find many dust sprites on that floor. Let's check floor 55 a couple more times. Alright, I think I'm gonna head back. I'd rather not pass out. Tomorrow in the game we can donate those dwarf scrolls and get the reward for that. Plus just having more things donated to the museum is always a good feeling. I'll take the refined quartz as well. I'm just going to add to existing stacks at this point, rather than do things individually. And stone and sap. And I'd say we're good now. I did not sneeze. I was about to. I was wondering if I could open OBS and mute my microphone before I did. I think there's both a mute and a volume control somewhere on the headset itself. But I usually don't mess with it. Of course, sometimes when you feel like you're about to sneeze and then you don't, it still has to come out somehow, so your nose just starts running. Another 2 crimson fish roe. Part of the reason why I haven't started the legend pond already is that I don't really have enough preserve jars to handle 2 fish spawns. How am I going to handle a 3rd? In fact, this particular crimson fish roe I'm just going to go ahead and sell as is. It's still over 700, so it's not like I'm throwing away tons of money. I'll keep telling myself that. So Pam has received 2 gifts. Demetrius and Shane have not. Did I give Demetrius a love tea? I had the bean hot pot to give to him. That's what I gave him. I don't have any additional ice cream or bean hot pot to give him. I don't have any pepper poppers to give to Shane. Or hot peppers, for that matter. This tree is done growing. I will chop it down. You know what? I'll chop the hardwood stumps today too. I haven't been getting much hardwood. I have quite a bit of hardwood. You would think it's enough, but it's really not. I need it for a quest in the forest. I need it for a post-community center quest. I need it for a house upgrade. I'll need it to get a horse. Lots of uses for hardwood in this game. And you find yourself struggling to get it. If you don't have the forest farm. And even if you have the forest farm, you still have to keep up with actually doing it. There's a seed there, and a seed there. I'm mostly keeping the mahogany trees grown, so that I can continue to get additional seeds from them. So that if I want to make a big mahogany farm somewhere, I can do this. Yeah, I have 585. I did 200 for one, 100 for another. I think it's 100 and... I think 500 is like just barely enough for the particular things I have in mind, but there are a lot of other crafting recipes along the way that would also necessitate having hardwood. I will take the minecart over to the town so that I can quickly donate those 2 scrolls. Quality daffodil out of the ground. I actually got 2 dwarf scroll 4s. There's 2. There's number 4, which guarantees a reward. The Dwarvish Translation Guide. I now know Dwarvish. There are a few things I can do now that I know Dwarvish. One of which is one of these gravestones. You translate the Dwarvish. Stand between the pillars 3 with gift as precious as the sky, a rainbow forged from land not sea. Then galaxies will heed your cry. I can't do that yet, but because I haven't found the item that is as precious as the sky. But I can get the hint. And I've shown you the pillars 3. I just did not identify them as such. Let's see if Shane's at home. Or if I can trigger his 7 heart event anyway. Yep. This is his other 7 heart event besides the Joja video contest. Hi Shane, you look unusually happy today. You're right, I haven't felt this light since I was a kid. Let me guess, you guys had a clearance sale on canned beer? Good one. No, actually I've been drinking sparkling water instead of beer, and I feel great. No, I sometimes forget that I really do have friends, people that care about me. And it's okay for me to rely on them. It's doesn't make me weak. You look sharp. Hi Jazz, I've got something for you. These are real bunny jewel slippers. But these are so expensive. How did you afford them? I've cut back on an expensive habit. I have a lot more spending money now. At this point, it feels wrong to give him beer as a gift. It's still a loved gift, but it just feels wrong. Sorry to see me like that, Patrick. I actually very rarely give Shane beer as a gift in most playthroughs. Typically, I might, if I have a lot of money, I'll give him one on his birthday in the first spring. But beyond that, I usually end up growing a lot of hot peppers in summer, which are a loved gift for both him and Lewis. So typically I get them both up during the summer, even though both their birthdays are in the spring. I'm gonna go for it again. Monster Musk can see how many sprites I can kill today. I'll talk to Pam on my way by. I wish a team of elves would come during the night and tidy up my house. I could sure go for some parsnips. My legs are so stiff I visit the mountains every now and then. Does that add parsnips? Or parsnips may have already been in their loved gifts. From a secret note, but almost forgot to actually use the Monster Musk again. Monster Musk doesn't do you any good just sitting in your inventory. I didn't see the dust sprites immediately when I came onto this floor, but looks like we got a group of 4 of them. I'll brace a large stone so I get some. I'm wondering when exactly I want to build my coop and barn. It may not be a bad idea to build at least the barn. The coop I'm a little more dubious about because I still have the getting started quest to cultivate and harvest a parsnip. That quest leads to 2 additional quests. One called advancement to reach level 1 and to reach farming level 1 and craft a scarecrow. And another one about animals to build a coop. Now I often build more than one barn, but it's rare that I build additional coops. So I think I may want to build a barn early, but save building a coop until I get that quest. Late game I will typically have 2 barns, one for most barn animals and one for pigs. But if I can get the barn built ahead of time and maybe even get it upgraded once or twice, then I can do a lot more with it. The animal products I need sooner, because I can get, with the animal products bundle, 3 of those can be gotten from a barn. And then if I got the 3 from the barn, I would only need the first level of the coop to get 2 more. Though usually I don't get, usually duck eggs is one of the ones I get. So I hadn't had that particular layout in the mines this year yet on floor 47, but I have had a coal containing thing on floor 47. Even if the layout is different, it counts finding coal on that floor, so that satchel was shown as already having been gathered this year. Well, I'll take out all the other enemies too, but lots of bats. Take out the last bat. Please fly to me faster. We're about halfway up from level 7 to level 8 combat. I don't know, this gem node and that many ore nodes in a row, even if I don't need mining experience anymore, I can't ignore all that. Alright, reached level 50. I didn't even think about Emily's apricot quest. I do know I have at least one apricot saved up from the fruit bat cave, so I can complete that. I just need to remember to actually do it. But tomorrow is Sunday. I will be giving out plenty of gifts again, so it should not be a difficult task to remember to do when I'm getting horseradish and daffodil out of the spring chest to grab the apricot as well. Even having said it out loud, I'll still probably forget, but there's a chance I'll remember. Alternatively, I could go back to my farm right now, grab it, and take it to the saloon where she is, but I don't want to waste any of my monster musk time leaving the mines and going to give a gift. Even if it does get something cleared out of my quest journal. As long as my quest journal doesn't get as crazy as it does in Skyrim, I think I'm okay. Actually, I can complete one of them. If I wanted to accept the fact that I'm not going to get all of the spring crops this year, I could complete Jody's request for a cauliflower. That being said, if I wanted to try for everything besides the green bean, I could wait until Jody sends me another gift and reset until I get one of the other ones I'm missing. Because resetting does change which gift you get from each person. So you can reset until you get the gift you're looking for. It's a common tactic in speedruns to get what you want. This is the other follow the path from a blue house. We'll do that. I might do that tomorrow. While I'm doing other things. I also need to go to the desert at some point and dig out the thing there, but I'm not in any hurry to get that reward. It's the other strange doll for the museum. And since I had already found one of the yellow ones, I don't need to worry about getting it from the desert anytime soon. Did I get a ladder already and not know this? Or am I just getting extremely unlucky? So I'm getting extremely unlucky. that slime dropped a diamond, which is one of the rare items an enemy can drop, but it's not the ones I was praying for. So when you're grinding out dust sprites, you're killing so many enemies that it is not completely unheard of to get some of the rarer drops. Oh yes! This is a good floor. If I could guarantee that I was going to get this many dust sprites every time on this floor, I would just be resetting 55 and going down to 56 as often as I could today. Unfortunately, there is no such guarantee. This was just a lucky floor today. There's a few more. I don't really try to count the dust sprites, especially if they're clustered together like that. It can be difficult to keep an accurate count. But I feel like I've gotten at least 50 today. And I'd say if you get 50 towards the Monster Slayer goal, you're doing pretty well. Obviously, I'm not going to check today how many I have total. I'll kind of make my way. I don't see or hear any on this floor, so I'll head back. Trying to lose as little money as possible, and of course, not have too big of a energy penalty in the morning. I will have one, but I will just trash the iron edge. We are to another stack of stone. The row is done, so 3 of my reserve jars are clear now. Alright, 1 AM. Some frame dropping on the earnings screen. Alright. And 45 minutes into part 2. I'm thinking probably 2 more days for the stream. New Queen of Sauce recipe? Pizza. There's a reason pizza is a timeless culinary classic. You've got an artisan golden brown crust, you've got a tangy garlic-infused marinara sauce, and you're topping it all with a mouth-watering 3-cheese blend. And we're just getting started. Let's throw some fresh pepper and tomato on the top. Oh my. Really good pizza. I'm at that point where I haven't been fishing a whole lot, so my deluxe bait is starting to really build up. So I'll have it for whatever else I need it for the rest of the game. Only 1 row today, and it was a long deal. Drift food in there. Let's get my sashimi. saying it until I actually grab it out so I don't forget. I have one bait that I'm going to sell. I'm going to grab a let's see, go fast. Alright, I'm gonna head down to the traveling cart. We're getting pine tar for the second time this episode and have not gotten the maple syrup 1 day and 23 hours, so I'll pick it up at the start of the next stream, assuming that I did it 2 days, so that was something else. Traveling cart, what have you got this fine Sunday? Bomb, sardine, albacore, a brick float, a farmer's lunch, dress spinner, dorado, super cucumber, wood skip, honey for 800 apiece. I'm actually gonna start buying some rare seeds when I see them. Even if I'm not ready for summer farming, I'll definitely be ready by fall. Shane is not at 8 hearts yet, but that doesn't mean I can't get him there by talking to him. Oh, there's a couple more wild horseradish to make sure that Grobus will eventually reach full hearts. Oh, we do a landing spot. Now, I probably have enough iron and money to upgrade Panda. I really upgrade all of my tools. The pan, the watering can, and the hoe. A lot of times I upgrade the hoe before I end up finding all the dwarf scrolls, because you can find them a little more reliably, I believe, by digging spots in the mines. But since I have all 4, it's not as big of a deal. I will check these trash cans on the way by. Kent does not stand by the river on Sundays. Kent goes to the... This feels so disrespectful. Digging a spot right in front of the grave. I'm just happy that it was mixed seeds and not like a prehistoric skull or something. Or any type of bone, really. That would have been even more messed up. I wish I could go for a walk, but I can't leave the store unattended. Where the flowers are in bloom and the air smells great. Here, have a sashimi. When I'm sad about things, sashimi often makes them better. So, Kent is on his way to the general store. Jody is on her way to the general store. And Kent goes over there to pray as well. Don't know what to do with myself down my back. I'm just having more structure in the day. Here, go up to 4 hearts. And let's go down into the sewers to give a gift to Krobus. Sorry, I'm still a little wary of humans. I could buy bat wings if I felt that I needed to. He is now at 2 hearts, which means I'm at least moderately friends with him. I should be going to the saloon basically every night, but since I don't know that I will, I'll give Emily the apricot now. This house was left in our care by my parents. I've been traveling the world for the last 2 years. We have no idea when we'll be back. Well, you can go to year 50, and they still won't be back. I probably should have given her a bouquet before doing that. In year 2, I typically will have all the bachelors at 8 hearts, and the way I will deal with getting them up to 10 hearts is I'll give them the bouquet on their birthday, and then they love the gift, and then they'll go right up to 10. I can at least talk to Pam, even if I won't see her at the saloon. Too. Hey, you're friends with Gus? He's a pretty good guy. He can give you free beer on my birthday. Your birthday is coming up. So I'm just trying to clear out my inventory a little bit before I go up to the mountains. Got some iron ore that I didn't notice before. Alright. We're heading up to the mines. I am not worried about monster musket today. The first thing I'm going to do in the mines is I'm going to finally break this rock. You can break it with one, maybe 2 upgrades, or a cherry bomb. And over here is a dwarf. One day you'll have to tell me about this beverage you call milk. And he has a couple things here for you. But he does not have a problem to delete spam messages from your chat, but I do. So, the dwarf has the dwarvish safety manual, which makes you take 25% less damage from bombs. The recipe for big stone chests. You can buy life elixir, oil of garlic, cherry bomb, mega bomb, miner's treat, a rare crow, a stone cairn, recipe for weathered floor. I will take that. I'm not using a lot of bombs yet, so I'm not worried about the damage they deal to me. And the big stone chest recipe just costs a lot. The dwarf, like Emily and Clint, tends to love minerals and other things you can find in the mines. He also loves lava eels, and he appreciates things like the dwarvish helmet and dwarven gadget. Bat in waiting. And I did get a secret note out of it, so that's advantageous at least. Alright, I'm gonna take this stuff. Please give me a ladder, thank you. I'll kill the one dust sprite I see. Take the freebie. I don't see any dust sprites here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop over to the Adventurers Guild to check my numbers. Because I constantly want to see how close I'm getting. Even though I know it's not good to check too much. I'm at 380. As far as the dust sprites go, place your bets on whether I'll get the bats or the dust sprites first. It's usually bats. I'm going to see if I move quickly. Can I get to the bus stop? Let me read this secret note real quick. I borrowed a necklace from Mom, but lost it somewhere near the bathhouse. She's going to freak out if she notices it's missing. I can do that today as well. I put these things away, but I'm going to pull out 5 iron bars and try and get the pan upgrading today. Thanks to the minecarts, I can get around that fast. Upgrade tools and steel pan. Actually, I have this. I don't have the gold axe yet. I should do that too. Okay, I'm going to show you now the other path secret note I got. It says to start in front of a blue house. The blue house is the house of Jody, Vincent, Kent, and Sam. So starting right here, let's look at the secret note. Left, up, right, up. Left, up, right, up. Brings me to that rock. Then right down, left down. Right. Down, left, down. And then we'll hit it one last time. Left, down, check. Left, down, check. You get a solid gold Lewis statue. And I turned in the pan, so I can't get that spot. You can leave it like in the middle of the town and they'll get upset at you, but I usually just keep it. So, I haven't talked to Demetrius today, but if I talk to everyone else whose hearts are getting close. I haven't been out to see Sandy in a while. I'll go talk to Demetrius, and then I'll buy a beer for Pam, because that might get her up to 10. And then once all that's done, I'll head back to the mines and try and get a little bit more out of this day. It's good to take a break from farm work every now and then. This is kind of difficult when you live on a farm though. Yeah, at least in the winter you don't have to worry about crops. But I'm so happy it's spring in the game now. Winter is so boring. Especially when you don't have a greenhouse or animals to keep you occupied. And I really wasn't up to doing skull cavern dives yet either. Check what the dish of the day is. It's cheese cauliflower. I will buy the triple shot espresso recipe. And that did in fact get Pam 10 hearts. Triple shot espresso is made by putting 3 coffees together, as triple shot would imply. It gives you the same level of speed boost, but it lasts a lot longer. Also, it's a cooked thing that you'll now have to cook at least once for perfection. And unlike the other recipes that Gus has, the only way to get the triple shot espresso recipe is from buying it at the saloon. I'll just put the solid gold Lewis like right in the middle of everything. Now I'll put them in the middle of my kitchen. Alright, we got a Lewis in our house. I got Pam with 10 hearts, so I don't have to worry about her anymore. Which is usually something I can say in the first spring, not the second. Alright, I'll go back in the mines and see if I can get at least a few more dust sprites. I was only at 380. I said I'd try not to count them, but I'm going to try and count how many I'm up to by the end of this day. I'm thinking of making a glowstone ring. It combines the magnet ring and the glow ring into one ring slot. I'm thinking I could just replace my slot that currently has a glow ring with it. I still get an amount of glow coming off of me, but I would also get extra magnetism. It can be fun late game to have like 2 rings that have magnetism on them, plus food that gives magnetism, and like stand on one side of the floor of the mines, fire an explosive ammo to the other side, and collect everything without taking a single step. There's only one instance where I've actually utilized that, but it is fun to do. And I won't be doing it for a while, even if I do choose to utilize that kind of thing again. I haven't had to for a few playthroughs. I got the item I typically get by doing that. As much as I needed, at least. Got the thermal boots, but don't need them. My hope is to get to 400 dust sprites. I'm not quite there yet. At least there's more than 0 of them on this floor. There's a whole queue. Cool. I left that frozen tear behind, but it's okay. Gonna be any enemies on this floor? 1 dust sprite near the end. Plus a bat coming in from off screen. Looks like 400 dust sprites is going to be out of my reach today. Unless I find the ladder quickly, and there are a bunch on the floor below. And I'm not seeing or hearing any. I will take this diamond node, and then I will head out. I was kind of hoping to get the burglar ring during today's stream, but some of the days just didn't quite work out as big monster slaying days. But I have gotten a couple full levels of combat. I'm even close to level 8. So I certainly can't call it a wasted day at the very least. I am still making progress. Let me go ahead and sell those. I'll put the thermal boots in the dresser even though I don't need them. But it is at least my first pair of them. It's not like I had I'd already gotten them a bunch. Okay. Post-break stream, I'm at 1 hour and 5 minutes. So yeah, I think one more day is what we're looking at here. Day 8 of spring, year 2. Looks like the spirits are happy today, at least. Another cloudy day tomorrow. Spirits are very happy. And got a kitchen? Cooking is a great way to enhance your abilities. Not only to provide a convenient source of energy, but many dishes temporarily increase your skills, speed, and more. It smells good, doesn't it? Maybe hot butter. Onions and cookies. And another lava yogurt today. No cruising fish. That's okay. It did not multiply the broken glasses, so I can start recycling both. Sashimi for the day, and I will take a gift for Krobus and Ken. And the dwarf, I will take a ruby today because I've been getting a lot of those recently. Pam said, and I will try and talk to Demetrius today. Shane, if I can manage it as well. Shane goes to work early most days, so I may be able to intercept him in town. So all he does is work, sleep, and drink. There's Kent already outside. Military man, he's waking up early. I don't see Shane yet, so what I will do is I'll pop down to the sewer and give a gift to Krobus. A 1,000-year war between my people and the dwarves recently ended. There's still a lot of resentment on both sides. This is an amazing gift for my people. It is a great honor. He's selling slime today. Because I bought the triple shot espresso recipe, I don't have the money to buy the star drop right now. So I'm not really concerned about buying the star drop. Life isn't fair and I can't help but feel bitter about it. But he's at 8 hearts now. It is also Monday, so I can get a new quest from the board. Let's see what we've got. Gus's famous omelet is out of my reach. Got the urge to make my famous giant omelet, but I'll need 24 eggs. Any takers? It gives you 2 weeks, so if you have a number of chickens, it's not a problem, but if you have no chickens, then it is a problem. The other option I have today is cave patrol. The number of bats in the local caves have made mining dangerous for other people, not me. There's good money for anyone willing to slay 50 of them. I don't know if I'll slay 50 bats this week, but I'm certainly willing to give it a shot. The reward for that is quite useful, so... I mean, I call it quite useful. I don't really use it. I feel like Pam and Shane must know each other pretty well. They're always at the store. Need any seeds or fruit tree saplings? I am considering fruit tree saplings for a couple reasons. One, it's more reliable than the fruit bat cave to get the fruits that I want. Also, as of 1.6. If you want to move your trees to a different location later, you can. You can chop it down without losing the sapling. Or rather, you get a new sapling. I mean, with that in mind, I should have at least planted the ones that I already have. I've got, 4 different fruit tree saplings. Because it's not even 10 a.m., I am going to make sure that I properly monster musk today. Which will help with getting more dust sprites and getting a start on the Key Patrol quest. I will take the mine carts off. I will take a slight detour to talk to Demetrius. Just to try and get his friendship up to 10 sooner rather than later. Even if I don't have love gifts, as long as I at least talk to him each day, it will go up. Rara helps her out in the lab sometimes. She's a good kid. And because of mods, I can check that he is not very far above 9, but he's somewhere. I need to figure out his liked gifts, so I can at least give him something. Even if I don't have love gifts for him. Give him something that he likes. Strawberries are not there. Ice cream and bean hot pot I'm hoping for to find sometimes. Come over here, talk to the dwarf, give him his gift, pop the monster musk, head down. I get all this stuff from the surface. I just take it from your people during the night. What is this concept you call private property? Hey, I really love this stuff. You find great things in the vines. I've given him 2 loved gifts, but he is not quite to a heart yet. Monster Musk gives my character the same reaction as Penny's cooking does. I lied to her and said it was delicious, but in real life I will not lie. If your cooking is bad, I will tell you. Fortunately, I have not had many occasions to do so. Well, I'm definitely topping 400 today. I can tell you that much. This floor alone does it. And then some. I would say that this is a effective day of killing dust sprites just from this floor alone. Still don't think I'm going to get the burglar's ring unless I have like 3 more floors just like that one. And this is not bad. But if I can't get the burglar's ring today, I at least want to reach level 8 combat. I think the reason I'm getting so many dust sprites is I do have to slay a certain number of bats. And it's like, oh well, we can't give you lots of bats, but you still have monster musk, so we have to fill this floor with monsters somehow. And the way it's usually do that is with dust sprites. There will still be bats. It's not like they're going to completely prevent me from killing any bats at all. If it's absolutely necessary, I'm at the end of weak and I'm just missing a few bats, I'll just stay on the floor for longer than is necessary and see if the fog comes. But this being my last day for today, I see absolutely no possibility where I complete the bat quest today. We'll talk more about bats next time. I'm getting a good number of slimes as well, which is fine. Slaying 1,000 slimes is something that takes you a lot of time over a great through a very long time. Fortunately, slimes are found everywhere. Not only in these mines, but in the skull caverns, other dungeons, including the quarry mines and the secret woods. Slimes are everywhere. Think of it, I've never bothered to wonder how much combat experience those sprites actually give you. Since they can appear in such great numbers, I have to assume it's not very much. And I don't always see the experience number pop up when I kill enemies. I don't know if that's just because I need to update the info suite or what. Right there I can see that slime was 6 experience. Looks like each dust sprite gives 2. Which is fair, based on their abundance and how easy they are to kill. 2 seems like a reasonable amount of experience. I am less than 100 away from level 8, so that is essentially secured with this one, looks like. If each slime is getting 6, the ghost probably gives more than 6, I would imagine. And a number of bats and slimes as well. I'm not going to try and calculate the experience in lifetime or keep checking the bar, but there it is, level 8 combat. It took me a few floors, but I'm finding more bats now. We got 12. I should have waited for that bat. Nope, not doing a slime floor today. So let's pop down to 55, one floor past that. There's my ladder. And we start building towards level 9 combat. I think the ghost gives 25 with that? I mean, they take a lot of hits to kill, they have huge knockback, and if they touch you, they teleport away, so it makes sense that they would give a significant amount of experience. But when level 9 is 3,100 away, in that context, 25 doesn't seem like a ton. But every little bit adds up. I've killed a lot of dust sprites today. I am quite pleased. I'm not going to take a trip away from the mines to check what the number's at now. I'll just say that I'm comfortable with the progress I've made towards uh, goal on this day. Kill at least some of the slimes along the way. It's a shame that I got the cave patrol before getting the burglar's ring. I did not get the bug meat one yet though. There is a quest to find. Oh, someone was calling me. I heard the notification, I didn't realize I was actually getting a call. Well, I'll leave a message, I'll check it shortly once the stream is over. More just sprites up here. Obviously, the message that I've completed the monster slaying goal hasn't shown up yet. Oh, there it is. So we killed enough for the burglar's ring today, but I don't know if I can actually collect it today. I think the Adventurers Guild closes at midnight, but I'm not sure on that. And I'd rather use what's left of my monster musk to try and kill as many bats as I can, rather than a chance of collecting an item that will be just as useful to me if I pick it up tomorrow. Wait it though. So I think I should. I'll pop one of the breads. Just in case I go down the floor and see a lot of bats. Not a lot of bats. And will not see a lot of bats on a floor like this. Ghost and then leave. If the ghost takes one more hit, if it takes more, then just leave him. Okay, we don't necessarily have to grind out the frozen floors anymore, because we're done with the dust sprites. But they are pretty good for bats. But there are other good floors for bats too. Let's stash all of our stuff. All the stuff I got today. We are good for several more monster musks if I want them. Put this stuff away as well. Sap got to another stack. I'll just put these in there for now. Another crimson fish roe and the fiddlehead fern juice. The monster musk just wore off at 1:40 a.m. Alright, so this will in fact conclude the stream. I am very happy with the progress that has been made today. If you are watching live, whether it is on YouTube or Twitch, thank you for stopping by. Whether you lurked or chatted, I appreciate you all the same. If you are watching the archive on YouTube in the future, thank you for checking it out. I hope that however your day is going, it is progressing favorably for you. This will be the end of the stream, and I will see you in the next one. Level 8 combat, by the way, gives 5 HP, slime incubator, and explosive ammo.